them in the 8 years, because some of them during the Kufuor time they played a huge role, especially in the 2008 elections. Then you won, and in 8 years make promotions. Obey promotions and if 2-3 be oh chale hana mababe duro pia me family me sha na wo chile bi baba bebo menye. So they say no obi adi me I meet such people because of Professor Nelson. I know most of them, and when you meet them chale 8 years no judge no financial baby no so who's wanya baby din na yesi no, and this no we won't do it, and we will go through the process, the system. And now young person, no, I won't go through the process, I won't go through the system, I'll reward my people. Into Ghana Police Service, you fa akola junior rank, ya pejano. Ya did call military anymore, the same thing. They are boys to make sure they capture everything. But when you get that opportunity, no, maybe I will do it. And anyway, it's another conversation for another day. Sammy, the discussion, how prepared is the NDs for election 2024 message and in protecting the people's vote? Oh, Debbie, call last one. Tommy, sorry.
Your commander, I'm in check for you now. In fact, you say, say.
Paja microphone on construct.
Pay attention to some other things and so. I think that now we are back fully for the campaign.
Sure.
Kwabena NDC. Me banana chairman. And I think that a number of things come into sharp focus. I'm not kai say bra on the list in campaign list you better kai say me frail.
Yeah, but the list is not under focus.
No, it's not.
No.
I'm not going to go into it. I'm not going to. I'm just trying to draw your attention, sir, to certain things that I think that it's important, sir. We watch now. Hey, okay.
Yeah.
And certain things are we should watch now. Said the we don't give certain people the impression that the election has been won already. You see, and that is what is happening. Barely 5 months to the elections. We still don't see what's happening. You know, we still don't see what's happening. And Kwabena, I think the NDC must understand the importance of these elections. This election is about the soul of this country. It's a struggle for the soul of this country. And I pay not make city TV and I pay, sir. It is important for the balance of order. Say NPP be lose election. Just important for the balance of order. And yes, sir, wanton dissipation, recklessness, abuse of power, kukutimia, and time jet.
Almost say Krunukra. Oh, I'm big district.
Say, Adokro Mino. Any or mine, your minor japadie. She said, your friend is saying, or China Bimpuni Hono. Your mama twaswa. And yet, we are just going to entrench that thing in our system. We are going to say Nigeria cry. It is very important. And I think, say, when the ordinary Ghanaian, it didn't come the ordinary Ghanaian, the importance of this election, I say, most of the NDC executives. Street now they didn't come. The kind of motivation, the kind of a year, the ordinary Ghanaian, it show muno. Ushia NDC mpenifo na say, deɛ ɛkɔ so ɛna positions na de one be ye way ayeto abani we a one be ye say ɛna one be ye say ɛna we me yonko ni ɛna yen protect ye ho yen kan mom na yen protect ye ho na yen nyina obi anhye we na nim nya ye fe we onya ye nipa enti ye de ne hye ha that on ye efri hifa Kwabena wo mo hwe bibiye because omo de no mo sa ko lose sa election we a de be young wo kroma no Kwabena ye ni abre o
I know
ye ni abre papa hwe wo hia mabunu on the street na hwe ho kira Ghana fo namu a na hwe ndisi fo mpanyi fo so abobɔ tai ahyehyɛ kota kese ne nam te so mo hu de omo ye obi a pese na nim ye fe se de be ya ka se wo ne de wo se position we ye be fata wo Ifrifa. Let's roll up our sleeves and get to work. Mobia Nadopia said this election has been won. This election has not been won by anybody. The election will only be won on 7th December. Until then, it is hard work. It's hard work, unity, togetherness. Bring everybody on board. Here, Kwabena would think some be a kokoso national headquarters, regional headquarters, and some be a koswa and away. This is my territory, and you don't come there. This is my. What kind of ridiculousness is this? What kind of ridiculousness is this? Now, Obi Krampo koye juma. It's not your job. I'm an elected officer. It didn't. And I did your position, you know. Now, Kofokachira will say it's better to be a messenger within a party in government than to be a general secretary in opposition. One thing. Now, you say, "Dear Tina Kofokansa no." It is important that sir. NDC more say mama betray so because of position see all of you roll up your sleeves from bring everybody on board. Let us all come together and work. And they should be careful, Kwabena. From now to December, and this impending form must be careful, very, very, very careful, because we are serving an optics. Because now position and now to be now we expect to say Ghana for being confidence womu e de ni bre any yaw akutu akufado we e de to me na shonsa. You must demonstrate say you will be different. You must demonstrate that you will be different. Say the 2 minutes on sir, you will be different. And so far, the leaders of NDC have not demonstrated that they are going to be different. Politics is all about optics. Kwabena, it's about optics. Our strategy, what is our strategy? NDC strategy in the same. Going to these elections. Strategy in the same. I don't want to go into the campaign team or the Bonteno, but at least Kwabena said every political party, just a look at the composition of the campaign team should tell you the strategy the party is having in mind. Until we have campaign team now, strategy ben about trim. But we are not going to dwell on that. Certain mistakes are going to be made. It's normal in politics. But we must learn from these mistakes. Yes, but we must learn them. Listen, mistakes, we will pardon them along the line. Because sometimes it is better to recover for the mistakes and move on than to stand at one place and fight because of the mistake. So let us move on. Let's move beyond what is happening. Let's all begin to look at the bigger picture. The focus is the bigger picture. And the bigger picture for all of us, they say, we will clear this crop of incompetent, nepotistic, criminal, reckless, wicked people out of office. And reclaim all the things they've stolen from this country. That is the focus. Come now, some of us, we don't need anything from the party. But at least, say, at the order, NPP for no co-position at the order be about mining. At the order be system nim.
Now the one idea, if they are able to win again, they no more will say, I can't go see a phone.
Exactly.
They will do worse things.
Exactly.
Worse things.
And a pen na me di way a example. Come na on say Ghana for nyankopon doyo. Empempi nyankopon tama ye science. Ba ya yentie. Come na ka say 2016 ko for the ko baby kwa campaign. E di microphone share so obiara no so obekasa na campaign platform no ye na identity from say
na kuma say
na ye sign nyankopon ka kire am say akwawe mutu abama no bebutu o man nani. And a yentie ne kwato abama no hwede wa ye o man no. Kwabena ye sa be kwa another elections. Nyankopon asama another example. Winning the SC or Kenya say. One said demonstration Kenya for no demonstration on the street. President not to say your friend William Ruto. No a Uhuru Kenyatta vice. Oh no Uhuru Kenyatta on put on any nyantokwa.
Almost said that.
And na okodina campaign so and na policies Uhuru dia banya Uhuru ye wouldn't need no the taxes say ba no ono the ba taxes Uhuru dia banya na obetwam obetete no ma so baby bia fofofo.
It's the same consultant. I have to refer.
Yes, the same strategy.
The same consultant. Yes.
Make up a
Yes, it's the same consultant.
And
That's why you see him dancing.
Ruto no. Every elections no. When elections, after taxes now, who do the banana Kenya for news no? We multiply times taxes by 10. I mean, see, last week they did demonstration about we're passing new act. Taxes in Kwan. Nyankopon ka kire Ghana for say someone who dey see Kenya Uhuru vice president now onumpo no say policies are your friend is saying on only president dey abanya on no a mate into policies are drive and dey abanya obo betwem no wo ba wa be multiply our policies no by 10 into ene ba umia ne nam ha ka kire wo say levy ba obo betwem to abamano na police taxes ekufa de abo no be tax holiday onye moto onye hwe obe create adwuma ma wo pa kire se nyankopon se hwe jesi o Kenya ne foto onfo enti Kwabena very 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 important say we must all work. Kwabena, let's open up yemmie mu obia obetima ye bibi kitro bi de abo bia no yemma nipa ne kwan ma ne nya adwuma. Let's allow people to work and help. Kwabena obi biat na baby catch that was or no kwa betimi awin elections ya ma NDC a oboa. No single person can win this election for the NDC. And every national officer, every appointee must bear that in mind. That it is only a collective effort that can win elections for the NDC. Only a collective effort. And so, sir, insecurity ne na your friend is na we ba me tell timu na we ye omunyai mo fan to baby. Let's grow above that. And let's bring everybody on board. Let's work. Obi bia say me say oya kola kwa na say bibi to bi obeti dia abo akora na ye man kwan no nye. Ye man kwan no nye. Because Kwabena, to be honest with you, I can sit here and tell you that the 2024 elections is not going to be won by any superior strategy of the NDC. The election is going to be won for the NDC by Ghanaians. Because the NDC doesn't have any superior strategy. They don't have it. Let's call a spade a spade. We haven't seen it. Unless they want to show us the strategy.
How can he show you the strategy?
Huh?
When you show your strategy out there, I said strategy.
Before 2016, Akufo didn't come to tell us their strategy, but we saw it. We saw signs of their strategy. Because strategy in the own country, but you or implement the strategy now, you will see home popo.
Yeah.
You saw it 2016.
2016, a drew match. The Otin Wokroman said, Akufo do win your best show, man. Akufo do win your best control.
The strategy was there.
Akufo did the near thing. And party supporters, no. Yeah, no more call polling station, no. Wouldn't say Drew Baby, MPP ni. What don't say can say ya? You're not going to say Akufo into the hoarding or no become. Because they were motivated from an angle, say, Obi Kawa, can it be? Yababa.
And all this were fueled by a strategy they had.
A strategy.
And they move it. And
it. You see, if you don't go for me, say, no, Marco Boo and this for Kakra or Tafo. Oh, no, Marco Boo and Kakra. And it's like, assassin pony. After the Omo Abu won't call for headquarters. No, my catch on say, so, and it played into people's mind like, hey, I quarry the one you, Jomam and Yemu man on the quarry the one yet. A strategy.
So, Kwabena, all we are saying is we don't want to dwell in that, Kwabena. We don't even want to go into that, because if we want to go into that, Kwabena, we don't want to stir any unnecessary sentiments in the party or anywhere, because that is not our interest. The interest is to take Akufo-Addo and Bawumia out of the system. And so all our action, all our interest is whatever the mistakes, whatever the mishaps that may happen, let us all look beyond that. Let obi bia amfa ne ade aye ne ya se bibia koso obi ayo bibi na put it aside. Say na ope bibi say do kan committee bi dey amfa wan ka ho, put it aside. Na ope say oye bibi na de boa and obi twintwa wan name, just put it aside. Ignore anybody. Kwabena, I want to encourage obi bia ope say oye adwuma ban NDC. Go to the grounds and work. Nobody can stop you. Nobody can stop you for contributing your quota to help the victory of the party. Nobody can stop you. So let's encourage people. Let's open up. Let's support people. And let's make sure. But most importantly, let's remember that no single person can win these elections for the NDC. Ghanaians are there. We need to involve Ghanaians in our strategy. Ghanaians are looking for ways and means to support the NDC win these elections. And so any strategy that leaves Ghanaians out, any strategy that leaves the ordinary people out, any strategy that leaves floating voters out, any strategy that leaves interest groups out, would not be a proper strategy that will inure to the benefit of the party. Right. We must begin to advise ourselves, Kwabena, let's be sure, say, Kwabena, we are spirited. Let's encourage everybody. Kwabena, people are downhearted.
I know.
Let's uplift people. Let's encourage people that all hope is not lost. This election is going to be won at all costs, and we are going to ensure that every role that anybody has to play to ensure that this election is won at all costs, everybody will play their role.
Listen.
Need I say more?
And this is preparation message.
Kwabena me fa kwenya so nchete for na menchia. Chairman Ade and Honorable Aquinas. Na Ansah de menena the show behind the scene.
Oh, sorry, Deb.
Baba, sorry, I must let the listeners know you are a truant. Kwabena, NDC. Sometimes I feel say we must acknowledge the positives now of the party that in the past I used to lambast. Na me huni say na omo eni omo suban bi enso ani, but ena me ben omo a me ni omo edi akoniaba no Kwabena, sometimes I have regrets. Say ye nya omo ama omo anye sene no omo tie na kebia kene Kufuado ni ye ni suban boni a oda na die no ka ono a be hu say yes obema obi nso obema enti I wouldn't want to subject the NDC to the rigorous criticism in the past, you know. Even though they have their shortcomings, Nioma Bebre or what Sintono Esosu Papa, I was a Shenieka. Ebi owa kan okukwem na se ohwe na nipa na so dia etimbe kan bedwam just so that echnebi I told you so enye moving kwa ebe a radio narrative so Kwabena, NDC in terms of omo brand, you know, aya kono papa and Ghanaians are beginning to see a different image than it used to be in the past. And so on that, I must tell the positive of the brand NDC. NDC aya kono. NDC a nanka kane obi wo Kumasi a din so obehye NDC t-shirt no. And NDC ntise biem. All because work has gone into it. Ama and the difference is very clear. Like the Shatta Khan. Oh, say Shatta, you spoke about Adibia. Many people haven't paid attention to. Before today, no. Now, Ubia Jane say ye can't amemu pa a MPP until a Kufuado ebeye mampeni and a Ghana for who say it is possible to have such a person lead a country. And until him Obi bia wo MPP ni na kane no krotimi can break the 8 no say no the mantra died on arrival because it is very insulting to hear Obia what fairly abysmally say it is possible and I say break the 8, but because their strategy, you know, and yet the normal routine na ya faso yakotwa ba ya kan kwaku menu na edi nkunim from 92 96 2000 2004 2008 2012 2020 2016 2020 ekwan ya faso atwa ba in the past, you know. If you look at how Akufo-Addo won the 2016 and you analyze it properly, Akufo-Addo became president not at the ballot. And until now, he has been very ruthless in being recalcitrant, incorrigible, and he does it with a lot of impunity because he knows, say, he has not won the ballot of the people. And so, enye nipa to me ne kurano na eyono ani machinations bia oye a man in here to me. And so when we sit like this, I want us to widen the scope. It's not just about how we have elected our leaders in the past. What gets a very clearer picture to the Ghanaian is in the 2020 election, how he became president. Even when today, Ubuse Akufo-Addo said, how many votes did you garner to become president of Ghana today? He doesn't know because no one has that figure to date. And so the preparedness of the NDC for this election, you know, we should look beyond the readiness of the NDC because any honam any moja any the first Kwabena, dear Tosubiem, Ansah cry yebeko election a obi anim say enye easy to overcome no nipa binum tirimu ye omo de and I am ya say maybe media menya NDC ni like I've always said, but obi bia odi ahye amafo tirimu say emomon discuss the campaign your friend is saying team na abeto abonten no onipa kro no oye NDC for abro papa because Kwabena me I'm not enthused about the list.
You see, it's not part of our topic.
No, Kwabena, you don't have to tell me what to say.
No.
Please.
No.
And it has not been part of the topic. It is part of the topic because look, some of these things that you try to do.
So I will agree to this. Yeah, I will agree to this. Yeah, I know why. You should understand me why I'm doing that.
Why?
Okay. I won't discuss the campaign team. I beg, please. I won't do it. We are become a personal yachero, but I won't do it. Give me that. Yeah, I won't do it. Please.
Obufo onim se obewe aduetira enko huhu ye ebewe tie koto do ma amanim mudi tirimu de fine media ebi am use this platform because it's your platform. I will acknowledge you and give you that but media I'm not enthused. Me enshame in crime. I don't see why.
Still no discuss it.
Oh, still no discuss it. Say, what's it? I mean, go into it. I can make go into it. But what's it? I mean, go into it. I have to tell the listener why. What was say?
Yeah.
And that is what I'm doing. I can't just say abruptly say me chaso, me chaso, me can. The entire what I will say. And your platform, Timami, use to discuss it. But me, I'm not enthused. Moving forward. No one should think that political parties are meant for political party members. Menya NDC ni, but NDC ebebu mine no ye no kwase ade te se de akufo ye ya. Ebi kame. Anu nti na party no bibi komu a. E wo se metimi se kire ne ka kire party for no. After all, we have seen the worst president in an MPP regime. Kufuor was not this mad. Was Kufuor this useless? It is a BB Koso. Omufri opposition ba. Edi analyst to Walanka. Me can say and Krafo mo can say be say oye mo jata bi ole. Mo mi le maintain cry no. Emeboa.
Ole you jata bi ole.
Oya mo jata. Okofa jata ba abefi abenye.
Sisia wabeye ogbo. Obeyo.
Sa time aye ka MPP asem no. Na NDC for free say a MPP assemti emfa won ho ene so ko to petra ukwa na do party card akose me dem NDC ni enya ma ban na wa ban mu ntimi monte so mame akufo do kofa Serbia for baaye kofa ye friend say South Africa for to travel baaye na ye ka omo bu omo ho na NDC 40 baby no omo sere Monsieur Ensio and our tabo and chine and then kuto Sabio or sere na we abebo
better
and then enkuto and chino yenina yabro pepepe meboa. So I tell you this, it will not help any one of us. Say you be funny to say a binum na omanya oma de NDC doesn't belong to NDC 4. NDC is a Ghanaian political party. Omono sabio omo agada edom na omo NDC mu no omo nya Burkina base. Enti every Ghanaian everywhere must have the right, equal right to criticize whatever the NDC does and then make sure say ABCBM because ya jeju omo so e wo opposition no oba abem kra ntimi nka na asem. Ubo se kwasea bi wa be ye kwasea de acha Akufo Addo. Ubo se obi abeye nneoma e chen na podie. Obi abeye nneoma e chen Brian Champon. Ya ono agric minister mu a. No wa toto hotel. Or the family asenachi and ono aye mask and wa toto my Japadia my family no.
Can you imagine?
Ube one say yenya obi te say Magdan. Kunkum ni power da. Wo opposition untimi nka na asem. E no ma so omo men. E no mo ti wo no mo din se hunu. Etimi de I disagree with you, but it's your platform. Hey, Kwabena, Adebi koso NDC mu, and I think we must address it. I'm very happy, sir. We have two stalwarts of the party. Chairman Ade is the outgone chairman of the Greater Accra. Chairman, me the origin is answer uti henti, and a year and fatohon across the country. There are issues in every region. I hear me pick a call from origin, me pick a calls from
plenty,
region, even Ashanti region,
plenty,
and sometimes we are not able to deal with the issues because chairman me ferrell and yes sir me tima betna wanim na ebia me obi say na me ntimi money pakro because most of them they want to be under the guise of anonymity. Sounds you can solve a problem. But because obi beka toso na obi aka toso obi beka, so you are able to see say assembly koswa, I think it must be addressed.
The crowd one trend.
Yes. Say I've seen your leadership par excellence, even though you have your shortcomings. I mean, you cannot be perfect. The word perfect is only for God, I believe. And so all our shortcomings. The current chairman also has his shortcomings. But at the end, I always have disagreements like we have just had. I disagree.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
More than 100% with him. So men discuss that topic, But that disagreement, should not lead short what I think must be achieved. It must say, minim say, organizer, women organizer, people even think say, oh, now so much in the region, Greater Accra. I'm saying it because, Chairman, the people of this country will never forgive any one of us, especially because we have shown our face, say we are presenting a better candidate for a purpose and a very purposeful future. If we are not able to make him the president again, Yemubi, and we are yet to make him pay. Obi to me say